All right, thought about a steal here, but I think this hand's just a little too weak. Okay, we flop a pair here with a decent kicker, backdoor spades with the queen. We flop trips. And we are going to just call here on the button. I'm going to go ahead and start betting this hand. I'm going to overbet here. Try to build a pot. Okay. Not sure what to do with the jack of spades. Okay, he just leads for 2 on the flop. I think with the backdoor diamond draw, I don't think we can fold just quite yet. We're going to check this one. Okay, 250. Half pot size bet means we need about 33%. We have the flush draw, we have a pair. I think we're going to continue. I think I'm going to go ahead and raise here. I think I get called by an ace. Club draws. I don't mind him putting money in with club draw here. Might be an over rep. Oh, he gets there in the end. Let's look at that hand real quick. Okay, gets an early position open. Be mixing a 3-bet here sometimes. In position, we'll just go with the 5. Okay, it's a pretty good flop for our hand. We have a double gutter and a backdoor flush draw, and we're just gonna be betting a ton on this flop anyway, but this is pretty excellent for us. Okay, when I get raised here, I get raised small, so it's 4 into a pot that'll be 24, so I need like less than 20% equity. I definitely have that here. Considering just re-raising, what does that accomplish? I think it gets better hands to fold for sure, and we have backup outs, and we potentially just take away the pot right here with ace high, which is nice. Okay, A7. Yeah. The limper. I guess it could be worth a nicer raise. I think his stack may be a little too short. Or a lot too short. Okay, I considered a re-steal or a 3-bet here. Against this stack size, I just think maybe I just get ripped on too often. I just think I might be 3-betting way too much. 3-betting button opens too much from the small blind. I'm actually not sure. I need to review that stat. I noticed I think I was losing a bit out of the small blind over my database over like 10K hands or something. Okay, I'm gonna steal. It almost feels like I should just fold now. When he leads into 2 people, that's should be pretty strong, and then he just gets called. I think I'm just gonna let this one go. Okay, here we're actually going to 3-bets. Okay, on this board, we're gonna be betting often. We could bet betting often with a small size. That way we could be betting in position here. We're probably betting like kings or queens. Okay, this board is still very good for my range. And I pick up a gutter ball. And I think I'm likely still ahead of his range here. And I think we're just going to try to get the money in with this hand, depending on the river. Okay. I mean, I was about to say it sucks if he shoves. He could be shoving here. Queen Jack, obviously. King 10. But I think with Ace Jack, I just don't think we can fold for 15 into a pot that's going to be about 55, about 50. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should consider checking back the turn. Not necessarily stoked to get all the money in there with Ace Jack. But against the shorter stacked fish, I don't know. He could be doing that with just about any ace, really. Okay, King Jack off from the small blind against the cutoff open. We're a bit short. I think we're just gonna let it go. Might be 3-betting this hand quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, when he check calls, shoves on that hand where he made 2 pair with ace-6, that shove is like very underbluffed, I would say. But I think just the fact that him being a fish could just be shoving with like ace 10 or something. I guess ace 10 was 2 pair also, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe that is a fold. It's just, I have like, I need like 25% equity there in the end. For the review. Okay, this hand's obviously just near the bottom of our steal range, what, 2 into 6, 33%. It's suited, it's playable. I think we are going to take a flop. It's probably just a fold pre. I should probably just not even steal. Okay, definitely defending ace high. Okay, it's like a pot-sized bet on this flop, meaning we need like 33% pot entitlement. We do make a pair. We have the best kicker. We have backdoor flush draw to the nuts. I don't think we're folding yet. Another pot-sized bet here. I think for this sizing, like we could just be continuing like 7-8, 8-4. We have 8-4 suited. Maybe like king 4, king 8, king 7. I think all of those hands would continue here, but not ace 4. Okay, gets this 3-bet from the small blind. I think we could call behind. I think I'm going to elect to 4-bet. I like to just take down the pot right away without seeing a flop, without paying rake, etc. And if he jams, we're just calling it off. Okay, on this board, I'm definitely going to be betting quite often. We do have a backdoor flush draw here. I think this board, well, this SPR, it's just really awkward to play. I'd go for like a $7 bet, but that's just really awkward. Okay, now I think we're just going to get it in. Or maybe we just check behind. I mean, we're never getting a pair to fold. We have a bunch of equity against a pair. We could be getting some better pair stuff. We could be getting like 7s or 8s to fold maybe. And we do have a ton of equity if we get called. Okay, we're just going to keep betting here. Stack sizes, we're going to overbet. No, we're not. Yeah, I think we're just going to jam here. Just I don't know if we get 6s or 7s to fold. We have a ton of equity. If we have any fold equity here, I don't mind the jam. Okay, here, so we're open-ended. We have all the clubs. 5, I guess he could have a made straight already. It would be tough with what, 6-4. We'd likely have some, what type of hands would fold? Oh my God. Oh my God, no. Oh no. That sucked. Okay, here, I'm gonna be betting super polar. I think ace queen is probably sometimes a bet, but I don't mind mixing out of position, especially. Okay, when he checks behind, I think we are gonna go ahead. Okay. I don't like folding. I don't like raising. Raising sort of isolates its better hands. I think our hand's just a little too strong to fold. Oof. Okay, when he bets about 3/4 pot here, we need about 30% equity. I mean, we're any 9x. I don't know if he's betting 9x here. He should be super polar. I mean, but we just don't really have a hand we can call with, in my opinion. Man, that 9-10 of clubs hand, brutal. I thought I clicked the time bank. Okay, small blind open, shorter stack behind. A limper. We're gonna flat and probably go like 4 ways to a flop. Okay, 3, but I think we just have better hands we can call with. Damn. Okay, against 2 shorter stacks here. This flop is pretty great for them. Not so great for me. I still have all the over pairs, but I just don't think I have really any fold equity in this flop against 2 players. And no equity to continue. They probably have a lot of, I guess, ace highs. Whoa. Let's see that. Okay, I open 3s, flat called out of 2 spots. He bets 150 when check 2. Check, check. Okay, considering 3-betting here, my hand's definitely not a calling hand. There's some dead money. This player's range is very capped. Hijack's range is fairly tight. Okay, in this limp pot, just going to just try to get the showdown one with ace high. Okay, against a shorter stack here, I think we're just going to muck our fours. Okay, we're gonna ISO with sixes. It's the under the gun limp. Okay, this flop is two-tone, but pretty good for us. It's debating between betting and checking, maybe delaying my c-bet to the turn. Okay, he checks twice to us. We're gonna go ahead and when he checks twice, I think his hand is weighted towards some weaker hands, maybe some pocket pairs, or he could also just be checking because the third heart came actually. He should be checking a ton of his pairs, etc., that he's probably calling with that beat sixes. So we're just gonna check behind. Okay, and I think we do have a little bit of showdown value here. I think against this player, we're just gonna jam. So we're just gonna check behind and hope to win. Okay, I think we're calling most suited hands a small blind versus big blind open. We're gonna be in position post flop. I think this is a fine call. Terrible hand, but what can you do? Okay, so we flop a couple back doors, and just 7 high, and he bets half pot. Half pot meaning we need 25% equity. Can we bluff it off on later streets? Possibly. That's probably continue actually, now I think about it. Right, like we're playing so many hands. That's one of our less airy hands on that board for sure. I think that's how I should be thinking about this. And we're going to 3-bet ace king out of position against the cutoff open. Pretty good flop for us. 3-bet pot. No huge need to build the pot large right away. So I think we'll just be betting small here on the flop. Okay, now we will start to size up a bit. Let's see if I bet 10. He calls probably be 40 and I'll have 30 behind. I think that's probably a pretty decent size. Okay, and we're just gonna jam this river. Hope he has ace-x, right? Ace-queen, ace-jack, ace-10. That'd be awesome. Maybe we call by king-queen if we're lucky. I think he's folding. Against an under the gun open to 2 and a call. I sort of would hate to get 4-bet here if I 3-bet. And I think my hand, if I flop a set in position here, like I just have insane implied odds against 2 players with 10s. Yeah, I mean, the advantage of 3-betting pre would be just taking down the dead money uncontested, but I think I prefer a cold call or a call, an overcall here in this spot, especially if you flop top set. Okay, against this many players, with a bet and a call in front, I think I am just going to start fast playing this hand. Figure out my sizing here. Pot 16 now. They've still have to call 12 into 20. Seems about right. Okay, now my goal is to just not get him to fold, right? So if he does have hearts or like 8-9 or some type of draw, I want to bet I want to bet something that gives him a good price to call and maximizes my value from those types of hands. I'd probably go even smaller. That was easy. They were definitely just going to play his hand fast. We're out of position. Hopefully he just has a value hand, maybe like queens or jacks. That would be cool. Maybe he jams ace king here. We're not folding, obviously. What happened? What the hell? Fuck, what was the river? What was my stack before this, 150? Sick, thanks, Ignition. Dude, sometimes it'll lag and it'll pop back up when it's my turn in the next hand. Hopefully that's what's going on here. Okay, against 3 people, like I'm just not c-betting here with this hand. Yo, what happened? Okay, I guess I won. That was weird. The software's been getting a little bit glitchy on me. Okay, under the gun open. Two seemingly weak players. I'm getting like 4-1. For my money, I don't see a reason to raise here. Okay, under the gun's range is pretty strong. Has a lot of aces that have me dominated, so I should probably proceed with caution here. When he checks on this flop in particular, I think he's definitely weighted towards hands that I am ahead of. And I don't expect him to really call behind here. I mean, I guess maybe with hearts. I would just hate, like if he just checked like, no, he's definitely not checking any. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and raise and try to get it in with just him. Oh boy. I mean, yeah, fuck, man. I was gonna say I would just hate if I just get trapped here, but I didn't see him trapping on a two-tone flop. Ay, ay, ay. That was a blunder. Ugh, I guess that makes sense, right? He expects the shorter stack to sort of just jam. Ton of cards when a ton of hands when check too. Yeah, that's probably a blunder. That's okay. Okay, we're gonna 3-bet queens for sure out of the small blind against a button steal. Okay, good flop for us. 3-bet pot, we're probably just gonna be betting small on the smaller size with this hand in particular, I kind of like a larger bet because we benefit a bit more from protection. I think with aces or kings there, I'm just betting small. Aces, I'm for sure betting small. Okay, squeezing here with aces. Damn it. Sorry, I got distracted with my phone. I haven't been paying attention on this hand. That's right. I'm probably playing it the same as I would have. I think we're just going to hope to win with ace high and no kicker. Okay, against some of these shorter stacks, or at least with this guy in the pot. I'm just going to overcall here with sixes. I think it's really easy to play post flop against a bunch of people. Okay, a limper with a shorter stack. Probably a fish. I'm going to try to think about how we get his whole stack on this hand. And now we maybe won't get his whole stack on this hand. Against this, I think like betting small here, like betting 25% pot could make some sense. But against this stack, like I don't mind checking. Okay, when he just snap checks back, I think maybe now we start trying to get value from some worse hands like any pair, things like that. So we're going to bet a size that I think can get called by those types of hands. Okay, we're going to ISO the undergun limp. King, queen off. We flop a gut shot, 2 overs on a 2-tone board. We're going to be betting pretty selectively when check to, but when we just get led into, 150 into a pot, that's going to be what, 9. That's like 3 to 18. Jesus Christ, I'm bad at this. Okay, I mean, the price here is just way too good to fold. I'd expect to be doing this with a variety of hands, all of which are ahead of me. Potentially like some random, no, I don't even see any bluffs here really. Except for that one. I guess when he bets 150, like his range is totally capped. It's a good place to attack. But not with the draws. Maybe I just wait and then attack when the draws miss. Okay, against the short stack here, I'm just gonna be checking, hope I get my gut shot and then get it in. Otherwise, like probably not putting much, I mean, could be drawing dead here, but all right, I'm gonna end this video after this hand. Okay, we flop 2 overs and a backdoor straight draw. His bet being about 3/4 pot. I think if he bets smaller here, I could continue. Against this sizing, I think it's close. Oh shit, why did I check back there? We'll just lay down. You know what? I think that's, I don't know. Okay, ending this.